But for now, I like losing my money on NFTs instead of losing my money on crypto.
Mhm.
All right, so this is really interesting. Apple is going to be coming into the metaverse, right? So this is according to the sources Bloomberg, which is a very reputable source. Apple is set to release its much-awaited mixed reality headset in the fall of this year. The announcement and the unveiling of the headset should come during the spring before Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, which occurs in June. And the headset will allow users to experience full virtual reality simulations along with augmented reality projects on their environment. Among the specs of the Reality Pro headset are a chip more powerful than the M1, built-in cooling, eye tracking, pass-through, and so on and so forth. The Reality Pro headset is Apple's precursor to the Apple Glasses and a standalone set of AR glasses that projects information onto the lenses. It marks Apple's first foray into VR. Many observers expect the Reality Pro headset to command a price of between $2,000 to $3,000. Although virtual reality technology is one of the pillars of the metaverse, allowing users to have a fully immersive virtual experience, Apple has been careful to not use the buzzword. So they don't want to use the word metaverse. With Apple's CEO Tim Cook saying that most people, if asked, would not be able to describe what the metaverse is, but for the public, Apple's new headset could revive interest in virtual worlds, which have struggled since the start of the crypto bear market.
Hell yeah, dude.
I knew you'd like this, and you're going to like the next one as well. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you're going to like it also. So what do you think?
Well, so, okay, here's what I love. That's fucking insane for mass adoption in the sense of like, no one can explain the metaverse because they try and explain all of it at once. And I'm like, no. We just have to sell the dream. All we have to sell them is like, yo, we're going toward a more digital future. There will be digital stuff that's fun to do and to own and to engage in. That, like, I feel like that's almost irrefutable at this point. I'm like, guys, look on social media. We're here already. It's just the device that's holding us back right now. It's the device. It's like the means of getting us to that place that's holding us back. But to be able to actually just imagine a world where you potentially, it's basically an arcade on steroids. It's just a little bit more digital than what we have. I feel like that's just not that hard to picture if it's a person that's willing to at least try and listen, you know? And I think an Apple product like this, they're going to explain it really well to the masses, I hope.
I hope so too. I mean, I've had, even before coming into NFTs about a year and a half ago, I've had a little folder on my Apple iPhone called VR, where I've got a couple of VR apps. And I've got those really cheap cardboard VR things, and I've experienced it. I mean, I think anyone who's done that can understand that it's just like literally like walking around in whatever world the app is or whatever it may be, you know. So I don't know why people are struggling so much to understand it, because it's really just it's just an immersive experience. Like if you're playing a video game without VR glasses, it's on a flat screen, and if you've got your VR glasses on, it's immersive. It's like 4D. You can really feel it. I mean, the amazing thing is and they will do this at some stage, no one said it, but it's obvious, when they introduce smell into it as well.
And that's why, dude, that's why it's an ever-growing industry. Like, it's literally like when I got scared one time because, like, we were talking about things, and they're like, what happens if, like, the NFT bubble gets too small? And I was like, well, like, that's actually kind of nervous. But then I remembered we're in an expanding, innovative market. So they will always grow, and there'll always be more things to talk about. Like, people were like, oh, there's nothing to talk about. Then AI blew up, and then everyone expanded again. And they're like, oh, okay, we were fine. And it's like, to think that that's not going to keep happening is so silly, because we live in an ever abundant, especially digital world. I'm really excited about it. I made a bunch of gaming content, got a bunch of hate for it on TikTok. So shout out all my TikTok people. Love you guys. And they were